7th, and this is my personal yoga practice. Start off with a short forward fold to decompress the vertebrae, the neck and spine. Feel a little kink in the neck, but it's not coming out. I'm just going to fiddle with that. And the low back feels fine. Alright, so get started. First pose. Start off with downward dog. So the back and the shoulders will eventually, or the back and the arms will eventually start to straighten out into a single line from the pelvis going straight through. The knees will start to straighten up. So this is a pretty cool pose because you have to flex the ankles while, so you have to flex the ankles that way, yeah. Alright, so the feet will flex to stretch out the calves. We'll pull on the knees. We'll try to make the knees bend. So then you've also got to bend, you've got to work to straighten the knees. Then you've also got to work a little bit to rotate the pelvis forward. So, really good pose. Works a lot on the legs. Calves and the hamstrings while trying to rotate the pelvis forward. And hips about shoulder width apart. Or hips, yeah, hips about shoulder width apart, right? Feet about hip width apart, hands about shoulder width apart. And then I seem to favor my left arm just a hair. Maybe my left arm's a little shorter than my right. But who knows? Got another minute left. Really starting to feel this in the muscles in the shoulders. Just right at the top. Just one little tiny muscle on the shoulder. Not the entire shoulder. But yeah, this is really good for stretching out all of the back of the leg, the calf, and the hamstring, as well as a little bit of the glute as you try and rotate that pelvis forward. So eventually that starts to open up and gets even more flexible. Right. So even me, right, I'm probably more flexible than most people, at least in this pose, right? In many poses I'm very much more flexible than most people. This pose, that probably is also a true statement, but I still feel that there is room for growth, so it's pretty cool because getting a stretch on both legs at the same time is very different than getting on a stretch on a single leg. There we go, that timer's done. Next up is upward facing dog. So we go from downward facing dog to upward facing dog, and you can have like a really cool shift, right? You can just keep the hands and feet in the same spot and bring it forward, but I didn't do that today. And here my low back is saying, yeah, I gotta wait a sec. So I'm getting a nice stretch on the wrists. Quite a bit of sensation. I usually seem to have more sensation on the right wrist than the left. And then I also got a lot of sensation in the low back as I wait for that to slide into a good spot. Or I can then accentuate the pose. Yeah, it's interesting just looking at myself on the video. It doesn't look like anything's happening, right? But I can feel. I don't even feel the stuff moving in my back, right? I just feel what happens is my back gets acclimated, and then all of a sudden things are able to move. I'm able to relax certain muscles after the nerves stop freaking out. Yeah, there we go. And then the back's nice and settled, and then I can like lift up and reach back a little more. So, interesting process. When I first started, I couldn't go back like this. I couldn't use the muscles to stretch back. I was using the muscles actually to protect the low back. I had to support it and prevent the stretch from happening. But then things got into the right spot, and I was able to use the muscles instead of protecting. I could relax those muscles, and then even pulse those muscles to accentuate the stretch. And now I'm feeling that right wrist a little more. A little bit extra sensation on that right wrist. And relax. And breathe. For 14 seconds. And that is that. Get the timer clear. Hey. First post, alright. And then get that started. What's up next? Wheel pose. Because upward facing dog just set that. And yeah, the left floating rib is providing interesting sensation for this. Actually, I don't feel the rib, but it has been providing some extra sensation in the past couple days. It feels like a structural thing, right? Things are just kind of not in the right spot, but I think that means it's because I'm stretching so much on the back, which I haven't been doing all of very much. Oh, look at that. You can barely even see any of that. There we go. A little better. That sapped all my energy. Oh, that's good enough. Let's go up to camel pose. You got the hands on the feet. What this does is actually stretch out the pecs a little bit, in addition to the back. Actually feels like there's quite a bit of support going on. I can't relax very much. And the elbows are locked pretty straight. So some sensation in the low back. A lot of sensation actually in the pecs. Or some in the pecs. Trying to feel that stretch. Seconds left. And so now with the hands on the thighs, it's much more of a back stretch. this might be what's getting the floating ribs, providing that extra sensation there. This is a pretty intense back stretch. Feel it on the neck, the front side of the body. And I'm using the arms to prevent myself from over-rotating too much. And that's that. Hero pose for just a moment to equalize the body. There we go. And next up is forward fold. And slowly get down. Back into the camera. Get away from the back. To slide back into place to where it can do an anterior flex. Relax. Try to keep the legs straight. So this is where the first downward dog actually kind of sets up this move a little bit, because in that first downward facing dog, you're stretching out the hamstrings and glutes a little bit, trying to rotate the pelvis forward, which is exactly what I'm trying to do here. And then also got to get the man parts out of the way for another minute, 20 seconds. Although for this practice, right, and then I've also got the feet together this time. So you got to make sure you're not pressing the ankles too hard, right? So you got to rotate the feet. You got to keep the feet at the proper rotation, like with respect to the floor, right? And then you've also got to keep the legs straight. You got to keep your balance. Let the pelvis rotate forward. And relax and breathe all at the same time. It's funny, I think I'm used to balancing with my hands under my feet more than I am just on my feet now. So since I feel that disparity, that's why I'm doing more like this. And that is that. All right. Next up is a hip stretch, which is feet behind the head. All right. And the way that you get there is you start off, you grab your foot, right, lovingly, just as much as you can, but be real careful. Those muscles on the outside of the hip, they slide across the bone. That feels interesting, shall we say. You got to be very careful with how flexible the muscles and ligaments are, because they might not be very flexible. And so I'm already starting to feel the stretch just by bringing my foot towards my face. Yeah, getting a good look at the foot there, bottom side of the foot. Feeling a nice stretch. It's not taking that much effort. A lot of arm effort. priming. So this is a different stretch because I'm pushing the foot further up, right? So the muscles down here get into a different position in order to do that. And then try to find a sustainable pose, right? Yeah, it looks real sustainable, right? Yeah. Actually, I have my heel on the top of my head. Look at that. But I'm being limited by the sensation down here. Saying, hey, that's enough. You go much further, you're not going to like it. So, you honor and respect the body. And you go to where it goes today. Because that's the thing, is you're trying to relax those muscles. If you've got a lot of sensation down there, you're going to have to tense those muscles up to protect them. And when you tense the muscles up, you're not stretching them as much. Or something like that. So you just gotta go slow, day by day, week by week. Another 5 seconds. And that's that. Be real gentle when you get the leg back straight. Because you stretch a lot of stuff, a lot of arteries. Closed off some arteries or veins, constricted some of the circulation of that left foot. Hey, and so gotta get that back. All right, the other side. So yeah, start off with the left foot, and you gently bring yourself down. And again, be very careful as these muscles slide over the bone. It's a very interesting sensation. Got to make sure those muscles are ready for it when that happens. So now I'm just trying to mirror what I did on the other side, which is to slowly bring my foot towards the face and relax these muscles as I feel the stretch. Use my arms. Fair amount of effort on the arms to pull the foot closer towards the face. And then once I've had enough of that, try to bring it a little bit further. So yeah, I got the foot kind of on the top, just behind the arc of the skull, so that it can help out. So the back of the head can help out a little bit on the amount of force needed to keep the foot back there. Feeling the Achilles on the just past the back of the skull. Not the very back of the skull, right? Just there's the top round part of the head, and just barely behind the point of the head, actually. And feel much sensation in the right thigh and hip. Feel constriction of the veins or arteries, one of the two. So my toes, I'm starting to feel the reduced blood flow in my foot. For 42 seconds. And feeling a lot of stretch, right? Feeling a lot of sensation in the right thigh. And relax. Keep feel that sensation. Yeah, and every once in a while you want to pulse a little bit so you can find some freedom, some movement. But be gentle with that. Slowly release. Very slowly release. All right. Hey, look at that. You got a viewer. Awesome stuff. Kill that. Start up the next. And next up, I am starting on the left side first. So feet, you can tell that's a little more than 90 degrees. And today's 27th, so I start with the left leg. So I'm going to stretch over towards that left leg. And then reach underneath. Could give some time to the back. And then also got to reposition the legs on the earth. You got to reposition the man parts as things start to rotate forward. And there's that little muscle at the top of the left side of the pelvis. Gotta let the low back, the spine right next to where the pelvis is, gotta let that get into the right spot. There we go. And then get the left arm underneath the right hamstring. Get the right hand on the outside of the left foot. And it's just that simple. Hey. And I'm actively trying to turn the bicep side of the elbow towards the front. So giving a little twist on the left arm. Yeah, the left arm is where I'm twisting the bicep side of the elbow. There we go. And then I've got a lot of sensation on the left thigh, both just from the stretch itself and from the floor pressing into the hamstring or into the thigh. And then some sensation on the right shoulder. So I'm trying to relax the right shoulder. Breathe. Bring conscious awareness to the body. Pulse a little bit. Straighten those legs, feel those muscles. And then relax. Ooh, check the timer. Oh, hey, look at that. Perfect timing. Let's get this into a spot where I can see it. There we go. Start. There we go. Cool. So, that was the left leg, and now we do the right leg. There we go. Right leg for me is usually a little bit faster. Second side is also usually a little bit faster, though I can feel the low back, the spine and the back having to reset. And then I can also feel that floating rib on the left rib cage, providing some sensation. Clearly this is the pose that is causing that to happen. Or maybe. Alright. Feel this, and so I've already got the left hand outside of the right pinky toe knuckle on the foot, which was not as easy on the other side. we go. And get the right hand under the left hamstring. And then turn the eye of the right elbow, that's the bicep side of the elbow, towards the front a little bit. And then pulse the pec and left pec and shoulder to find the right positioning there. Find the positioning that takes the least amount of stretch and energy. Get the head down, get the shoulder down. Get a minute and 16 seconds left. And then feel the floor push into the right thigh. And I really try to relax the left shoulder and rib cage. It seems like that musculature is not providing quite as much sensation, but it does seem to be more limiting than the right thigh. And then pulse all the muscles a little bit, gently. Maybe you can find a little more space, a little more freedom. And then relax all the muscles. Even if it takes you a little bit out of position. But then try to feel it, right? If it does pull you out of position, try to find a place where you can relax, yet stay in position. Oh, and that's that. Slowly come out. Clear out the timer. Get the next one started. All right. So from here, front splits, or not front splits, side splits, strap splits, something like that. Letting the back equalize a little bit, because yeah, I've got a lot of sensation right at the left floating rib. Get this down, get the man parts in a good spot. That can almost I can almost touch both feet. If I wanted to, I could bring the legs further up. Hey, touch the keyboard. Everything's still good. I could bring the legs further up in order to touch my feet. There we go. Now you can see me, and then reposition the man parts. And there we go. That's that. Yeah, that's what that looks like. It's just that simple, right? But to each their own. If you're not ready for this, don't do this. Do something else that gets you closer to it, right? And what I've also started doing now is try and grab the elbows together. Find some more space, create some more space and freedom in the shoulders and upper arms. So yeah, this is actually quite a bit different than what I've been doing before. Take some finger strength, some finger effort in order to keep the arms locked and together. But it does stretch the shoulders a little bit. And so then I was use the left hand to grab the right elbow and upper arm. So now I use the right hand to grab the left elbow and slide it up onto the upper arm, and then use the left hand to grab the bottom of the right elbow. And this puts some stress right into that left floating rib. Look at that. Place that I'm trying to protect. So I don't like that. Because yeah, right there, that left floating rib, that's where I've been having extra sensation during the day, telling me, hey, you need to chill out on that. Alright, so next up, inversion practice. Let's chill out the spine real quick. There we go. A little bit of sensation on the spine. And handstand practice. So, get the hands placed, not parallel, but to the side, pointed out towards the side. And then press up into the starter position. There we go. So from here, you're going to either go to your headstand, or you can try to the handstand, but you know what? I think I'll bring the feet together towards kind of a yogi squat, right? Yogi squat. And then bring this over into crow pose. And then take that up into handstand. There we go. Balance, focus. So when you move your legs, your balance changes. Keep it. There we go. Relax. Focus. Keep control. Balance. Balance. Maybe. Alright, a little bit. So, alright, so now a little bit more on the inversions. What I did yesterday, we'll try and get a better view of it today. So, do that. Let's get back a little bit. Doing the headstand, which I don't get to look to the side during headstand, right? Because that'll hurt your neck. So you get to keep straight. And let's get the timer where I can see it a little bit. Alright, so that's how you start your headstand, right? Tripod, easy mode. And then as you're ready, you can bring that up. If you've got lotus practice, you can do lotus. And then just relax, right? Lots of effort on the neck. That's why you don't try this at home unless you're ready. Because you get to keep the neck straight. You want to do what your body can do. Relax. And that's it. So now let's see if we can do that lotus crow pose like we did yesterday. So we'll go in here, knees on the elbows, balance. All right. Fun stuff. All right. So I got somebody watching. Awesome stuff. You feel the pain? All right. There's actually not much pain. Just so you know, there's a lot of sensation, but it's not much pain. You practice with it long enough, you don't have any pain anymore. It's intense sensation, but it's not pain. That's the difference. Because pain is bad. That means your body's telling you, hey, stop, or you're not going to like it. Whereas you can have intense sensation, and that's cool. It's okay. It actually works out. So, cool stuff. Thanks for joining, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks a lot.